Saturday. This is Sherry from Style Tips with Sherry. Today on the channel, we're going to talk about how to dress slimmer by wearing a column of color. Wearing a column of color is something that is it's just a great tip to know when you are trying to look slimmer. But the key is that you need to know where you gain your weight. Like, where on your body are you trying to disguise? Is it your tummy? Is it your hips? Is it your bust line? Where is it that you are really maybe even a little self-conscious and think, you know what, I just don't want this to show up when I'm wearing an outfit? And so wearing a column of color is a tip that will serve you just so many times. And I think it might even be a little more difficult to do in warmer weather. So I'm going to talk with you. I'm going to show you what we call an inner column and an outer column. And then I'm also going to kind of walk you through the photos that I'm going to show you and try to take you to a summer look if it's not a summer look. All right. So because some of the photos were just really good for showing you descriptive. So I really thought like, okay, this really shows. And then I'll give you a tip on how to transition that for summer. All right. So the first picture is of yours truly, me, and I am wearing an inner column. So an inner column is great if you gain weight in your belly or even in your bust line. And so this middle area is your struggle area. And so wearing a color that's very similar, either exact or similar, it can be off a little bit as long as the intensity of the colors are similar. But wearing colors that are similar on the inside and then wearing a layering piece that is of a different color will create an inner column. Now, for summer, you could wear a lightweight layering piece, kind of like that. That's a very lightweight sweater I'm showing you. I'll show you a lace layering piece I'm wearing at the end. We'll close out with that. But even if you don't want to wear a layering piece, you can still create that inner column by, just wearing a top and bottom. It's fine as long as they're similar color. Because what happens, ladies, is that if you wear a top of a different color, so let's say I just had on let's say I reversed that. So let's say I had on the rust color or the orange color tank and then maybe a white layering piece over top, okay? So what happens though is it would cut me at the fullest part of my body. The top would likely stop there. And so wherever your top stops, the eye is going to go there, the eye of the onlooker. So you want to create kind of a smooth line so when somebody looks, you don't see where the full part is. All right. So, okay, so that is an inner column. Now, let's take a look at the next photo, which is an example of an outer column. This is someone in our closet outfit community. Her name is Rentia, and she is wearing an example of an outer column. An outer column happens when you have similar pieces on the outside. So she has the jacket and the pants that are the same color. This is a great way to dress if you gain in your hips and your thighs. Now, Rentia doesn't look like she gains much in her hips and thighs. She may, and that may be why she's doing the outer column. But I just wanted to give you that example for an outer column, because if you gain in your hips and thighs and your outer piece hits at the place where you gain the most amount of weight, then again, the eye of the onlooker goes there. And so we want to smooth that out. All right, so what would we do if it were summertime? Well, typically, if you are somebody who gains in your hips and your thighs, then you probably have a smaller waist. And so you could just tuck your shirt in and actually wear a color that is similar in intensity, just like the inner column. It kind of happens just the same with an outer column if you're only wearing two pieces. And so wear a belt. You can put the emphasis right at your waist. It makes sure you look more curvy. And if you do want to wear a layering piece, then of course you would reverse it. And so your blouse up here would be of a different color, maybe yellow or whatever color you like, bright color. And then, but your outer piece would match the bottom that you have on. But again, if you're not wearing a layering piece, you want similar colors, just like the inner column, just like you do there, and maybe put a belt on. And then your necklace would be a short necklace, something that would be right around here, because what we want to do is we want to lift the eye upward. All right. The next photo is one of our Closet Outfit Planner community members. Her name is Janet, and she posted this photo inside our community of her. She was showing the jacket. So seersucker jackets are really in this spring, and here she is sharing it. But I wanted to point out a column in this photo. So she is actually wearing an inner column. Now Janet has an X body shape, so she doesn't really need to disguise anything. So she is bringing the attention to her waist with her belt that is a similar color. It's kind of an off color to what her inner column is, which is great because it's making her waist look smaller, right? So she's wearing the jacket as a layering piece, but this is a great way to wear an inner column if you are an X body shape, but bringing a belt into the picture and the scarf, which she has done. So it brings the eye inward. The other gal is an X body shape as well. And so she's not really wearing a column of any kind. And so I wanted to point this out, that if you are an X body shape, you can totally do this. You don't have to wear an inner column, an outer column, nothing like that, because you have a balanced figure. And so what's interesting about this gal right here, when I say X body shape, I'm talking balanced figure. But what I love about this photo is that she's got her sleeves pushed up, and anytime you do that, you are going to look thinner. And so I love that. You push them up to where the waist is. And so just wanted to show you that example for if you are an X body shape, what do you do when you're wearing colors that are similar on top and bottom? These next two photos are of Darlene and Miriam. They each have on a graphic tee, and with that graphic tee, they are showing an inner and an outer column. Darlene is sharing a photo of her with the graphic tee with an outer column. As you can see, her jacket is not exactly the same as her bottom, but it's similar. They're both blues. And so she gains in her hips and thighs. She's got her tee tucked in, which is awesome. She's got, joggers on, looks like, so a little tie there, brings the attention inward, but her outer column is disguising her hips and thighs. Great, great outfit. Way to go, Darlene. You look amazing. And then the next photo is of Miriam, who is sharing a photo of her with an inner column and a graphic tee. And so here's what I want you to keep in mind when you're wearing a graphic tee. If you are trying to have either an inner, well, especially if you have an inner column and you're wearing a layering piece, what you want to make sure that you do is that the background of the tee is the same color as the bottom. So her navy background, and then she's got the navy pant on, right? All right. So, and then the words are a different color. And then, so she's created an inner column. She's also created, she's finished that by wearing the blazer over it. If you are wanting to transition this for summer and you don't want to wear a layering piece, then just take the jacket off and you still have created an inner column. If you want a layering piece, you maybe want to cover your arms, do something like that, then wear a lace cover up. something that's just a little more lightweight, a kimono, rana, something that's just a little more, lightweight. But terrific job on this. I love how she added the scarf to that. Now let's just take a look back at the graphic tee that Darlene has on. Let's say that let's say she wanted to create an inner column, or let's do this. We want to create an outer column, but she doesn't want to wear the layering piece. What she would need to do is wear white denim on the bottom because it's the same color as the background of her t-shirt. And so white and white, so whether she has whether she has her, let's say she doesn't want a layering piece, then she wants the white bottom because it will be a disguise that way. Okay? Let's take a look at this next photo by one of our Second X Sisterhood members. Her name is Linda, and I love how she created an outer column with this for her body shape. She gains in her hips and her thighs. She has a smaller waist, you can see, smaller in the middle. And what's great about this is kind of what I was talking about with that graphic tee a minute ago. If you had a white background, then you wear white. She's got the white background of the print, the pattern, and then she's lightened up the bottom. Again, doesn't have to be the exact same color, but you can see the white background. If the background of this pattern, let's say it was reversed. So let's say it's I can't tell if that color is gray or purple or black. Let's just say it's black. If she had on a black shirt and then the white flowers, this wouldn't be a great outfit because it would break it up and the attention would go to where her hips are. And so because it's a very similar background to her pant, it's not the exact same, like I said, but it's light and light. And what I love about this top on her is that the sides of the top curve, and so it brings it up almost like you're bringing the attention more to the thinnest part of her body, which is her waist. So super job on that, Linda, if you're watching. Really great job on this outfit. The next photo I want to show you is of Janet. And I love Janet's name. It's Janet Jackson. I mean, literally, that's her name. But Janet's one of our SAS sisters. She's in my VIP community. Janet has created a great inner column with this outfit, wearing print on the bottom. But again, the background of the print is the same color as the solid that's on top. And then she has opted to put a more colorful layering piece over top. And so just keep in mind that to summarize a column, it almost needs to be the same. It has to be the same color on top and bottom. It's what you do with it, whether you need a belt or whether you need a necklace, a short necklace, a long necklace, depends on where you gain your weight. If you gain your weight in your hips and thighs, typically when that happens, you might even have more narrow shoulders and a smaller upper bust area, then you wear a necklace up here and maybe even a belt. But for somebody who gains in their belly or this midsection, you want a necklace more like this, falling at mid body. And then we're going to close out with another photo of me wearing what I was sharing with you earlier. I've got the inner column on, right? But I have a lace duster on. And I just think it's a great way to transition all the way through summer. It hardly feels anything, like you really can't even feel. It's so lightweight. And so it covers arms. It gives, it makes the attention of the onlooker kind of look at something else other than your body. And again, notice long necklace in the middle, hitting right there at mid body. And it's just a great way to move right into summer with your column dressing. And if you gain in your hips and thighs, just remember your outer piece, your lace kimono, would be the same color as your bottom, because you don't want it, you want it disguising your hips and thighs, and then your inner piece would be a different color, your top. Okay? Hope that makes sense to you, and I hope that you got some good information and saw some great examples, so you can now go build some columns of color from your own wardrobe. Alrighty. Until next week, I will see you then. Bye-bye.